want to create new content, you go into your content library that's in the create section of your sidebar, click create content, click post, give your content a name. So it's great if you can use like a naming convention, but it's just something that appears in your content library and your calendar, so you know what that content piece is. If you're using it on Pinterest, it would also appear in the post, so just think about how you write that if you are using Pinterest. Select the accounts that you want it to go to, so you've got all of them there. Anything that's linked will have your profiles already brought through, so you can deselect some if it's already got them on. You can upload your image, you can upload a video, or if you've got a blog post, then you can put the URL in and it'll pull the images from that. You then want to write a video caption if you're using search areas like YouTube, etc. If you're not, you can leave that blank, and then you write your caption in, and you can add more than one caption, and what it does is cycle through the different captions when it's posting if you want to. You don't have to do that, but if it's on an evergreen cycle and you're going to keep it going for quite some time, it's probably quite useful to do if you've got the time to do it. Then the content settings. Do you require approval for this piece? I use that when I'm doing clients' content so that you can approve it, but if you're doing it yourself, there's no need to use that. And then whether you're happy for it to be recycled. Now, if this is on, it will keep posting on your queue. If it's off, it'll only post once, even if it's attached to a queue. You can expire it after a particular date, or you can expire it after it's posted so many times, and you can change that number there. That's up to you. Content tags are important. Content tags help you attach that piece of content to a queue, so the queue's reading all of the content with this tag to be able to create the queue. So I'll show you how you set up a schedule and your content tags in future, but if you just click on that, then you can attach as many tags as appropriate. Tags also help you identify content in your analytics as well, so you can see what posts are performing better in your analytics, and you can split them up. So if you've got content for different types in your analytics, say you've got two sides to your business, then the analytics will be able to show that as well. So you attach your content, and then once you've done all of that, you can save your content, which if it's got a tag and that tag's attached to a schedule, which we'll cover in a separate video, then that will just go out the next time it comes to the top of the queue. You can save it and schedule it, so you can save it now and then schedule it for a particular one-off date, or you can save and post it straight away. So you've got those three options there. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to set up a new schedule. So we're in this publish section of your sidebar, go into schedules and click create schedule. Now you've got two options here. You can either set a weekly schedule, so your posts for this queue will always go out on a particular day of the week, and the example here is Wednesday Wisdom, or you can set it as a drip content over an extended period of time. So this is post this piece every 10 weeks, for example. Most of what we've set up in the consistent content queue is the weekly schedule. So you give it a name, my new schedule, and then you select a time slot and click which days, and you can add more time slots in if you want to. Usually we set one time slot for the days of the week that we want that type of content to go out. So just for the sake of this, let's create a schedule on Monday and Tuesday, and then you get the chance to autofill this queue. Now this is where it's going to use the tags to be able to identify what content should go in that queue. So you click on autofill this queue. You've got the option to post new content first, so that means it'll jump to the start of the queue as soon as you've created it. I usually switch that on, so you're publishing your freshest content as soon as it's ready. It means that it keeps your feed as fresh as it can be with the content that's in your library. And then add a content tag that you want to queue. So this is where I say, you know, when you tag your posts with a particular tag, this is where the queue is picking up those tags. So if you selected one of these tags, so say maths activity, then what it will do is pull all of the maths activity into that queue and then post that content at the time that you've set. And then also you need to select which accounts that you want those posts to go to. So if you only wanted it to go to Instagram, you'd only select your Instagram account. So that's how you set up a schedule. So I'm going to save settings and I'm going to delete this schedule. So you can see it's already pulled everything in there. So we're going to delete that. So I'm going to delete that. And then if you wanted to know, okay, I want to add some more content to an existing schedule, we're going to go into your schedules again, we're going to go into your queues, and we're going to click on these three dots here, and we're going to find out what content's building that queue. So here it's the maths activity that's building that queue, and it's going to the Reach Online Tutoring Maths Tuition Facebook page. So you can see there. So I now know that if I put a tag on a piece of content with the same tag as this, maths activity, you can see it's ticked there, then that's going to join that queue and it's going to jump to the front because it's post new content first. So let's save settings. I've not changed anything, but the only option is to save settings. Now say you wanted to just turn a queue off, maybe you've got a promotional queue running for a period of time and you wanted that to run and to drop another queue out, all you have to do is just toggle on and toggle off, and that tells you that the queue is enabled or disabled. So I hope that helps setting up new content in new queues or adding content to existing queues, and that'll help you with your next adventure.